probably see in the background, it looks like jail, bars, prison, something like that.
Furthest you've ever been away from home? You tell me Sacramento, you're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I heard that. No, stop.
So there it is. And there's Dick Clark. This is the interview by the Award Show Network. We can see that it matches the short that I picked up off the internet. This was about a year ago. So we know that this is an Eddie Floyd performance that was on American Bandstand at some time or another. Now, the next thing we would go is we would go to IMDb, which is the database for international movies, TV, what have you. And we're going to go to 1968 because I'm just on a hunch, you might say. On a hunch that this might be 68. So, here we go. 1968, October the 5th. Iron Butterfly and Eddie Floyd sings Knock on Wood. But Eddie Floyd has been on American Bandstand a million times, so, you know, and half the time he's singing the same song. So we don't know for sure that that's when it is. So, okay, let's watch the interview.
What's the furthest you've ever been away from home? You tell me Sacramento, you're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I heard that. No, Stockholm, Sweden, actually. Now, that was
Sacramento? What's that all about? Wait a minute. I seem to recall him mentioning something about Sacramento, and I believe that was also on October 5th. All right, let's look at this.
For anybody who might not know, where's Woodland Hills?
It's out in the valley.
Well, for somebody who lives in Peoria, that still doesn't mean anything. What valley?
San Fernando Valley.
Oh, yeah. A famous song about that, but great spot. As a matter of fact, I live in the valley. What's the furthest you've ever been away from home?
North, south, east, or west.
Any direction you want to pick on? East?
East.
Why do you think of that? We're hurrying to that. Pick a spot. Where's the furthest?
Sacramento.
Sacramento?
Yeah, that is kind of funny, but that is what he was talking about in the interview with Eddie Floyd. So we know that Eddie Floyd appeared on October 5th without a doubt. Now,
16. Thank you.
Cassandra 500.
Thank you.
Gloria Rodriguez 16.
What did she say?
Gloria Rodriguez.
What did she say? She's 500 years old.
remember this? And no one had any idea when this had happened. But, once again, relying on a clip of an interview, I came up with an interview of Mr. Akins. Jewel Akins was on the same program in July 1965. And listen to how the beans got spilled. This is how you do the research. There we go.
Straight from Hollywood.
Hi, how you doing? Nice to see you. I have a recollection that, was it that song that was written by a young person? No, not that one. It was The Birds and the Bees. How old was the fellow who wrote The Birds and the Bees? Well, he's 7 years old, and his name is Barry Stewart. Oh, I got a 500-year-old girl over here now. But seriously, this fellow's 7? Yeah, he's 7 years old. Approximately how many?
And there you go. The detective work tells you exactly when this happened, because we know when Jewel Aiken was on American Bandstand in 1965. He wasn't on that often either, and that's the only date that we had was in July of 1965. So there you have two examples of how we date some of these clips we see, because you see them online and they have all kinds of dates on them. A lot of these, to give you a good example right here on this page. The Brian Hyde, look at that, Sealed with a Kiss, 1962. No, this was in 1965. So what you do is you go on there, you look at the set, you look at the people, you find out what the crowd's doing. The set is the most important thing that tells you when these clips were made.